Eden Zero is back, and surprisingly enough, most of this chapter revolves around a witch, actually, not just Weiss and Pina. So basically, the chapter starts out with Witch being informed about everything that happened that she has no idea about, the fact that they're from 3 years in the future and such, but also the fact that their ability to redo things is just over, and this is it for them. And Witch is actually okay with that. The response is basically, I only believe we only have one chance at life, so you might as well make the best of it. And so she then tells her what their plan is. They're going to gather the crew again, and then they're going to go find Mother. And Witch's response is, of course, to kneel to the Demon King and say that she will give her life to protect the crew, as her duty is. And Chikiavi is like, no, I don't want you to do that again. My order to you is to prioritize your own life. Protect yourself so you don't have to die again. She actually hesitates for a second and then says understood. But she hasn't actually accepted this order, which concerns me greatly because, well, we'll learn about that later in the chapter, but basically, she still wants to prioritize everyone else's lives over her own. And she's still going to do that, apparently. And of course, the first thing they have to do on the ship is take a bath. Because literally what they always do during in-between chapters of arcs. They always take baths. Rebecca's actually feeling pretty nostalgic about taking a bath on Eden Zero, which makes sense because technically, while it was a 3-year time difference, in reality, she lived her entire life up to this point as the other Rebecca, which means like 18 years have passed, 18, 19 years. So she hasn't been on the Eden Zero for 18, 19 years. So Witch tells Rebecca that the bath has the ability to unlock people's ether. And Rebecca says, I know that. That's how I ended up getting my ether gear. And so Witch's response to that is, well, since you all have your memories from the other world, do you have all of your abilities? So Rebecca decides to use her ether gear. And it works. He got ether lines. Witch is impressed and surprised. But then her ether gear goes out of control and she gets launched into the fucking sky. Again. Yeah, so like I said, in this world things are, well, the same and different. Because she smashes right onto the roof of the dome of the ether of the Eden Zero, the same way she did before. Even Happy was like, yeah, I remember this. So apparently she had the same exact idea as Witch, which is that does he still have all the same abilities as he had in the old world? And apparently he decided to test out if he has his portal ability, because he already knows he has his gravity ability, because, well, he always had it, but he wanted to see if he had his portal, and he does, and he accidentally portals into the bath. And of course Rebecca falls back down, and instead of telling Shiki to get out of the way, which just says above, like that doesn't really help with anything, so Shiki looks up, and as a result, how do I put this? Rebecca's legs end up wrapped around Shiki's head. Now, let's just go with that. So we skip past the bath to the part where Witch gives Rebecca a massage. And Rebecca actually starts to get teary-eyed about it because she just missed Witch's massages and just her in general. So Witch then asks, okay, so how do I die? And Rebecca says, well, you saved us. You protected us and the ship and everything. And Witch is like, well, that's an honorable way to die. And Rebecca's like, yes, but that's why you can't die again. We can't lose any more crewmates ever again. And Witch is like, yeah, the Demon King ordered me. And Rebecca doesn't seem convinced. Witch doesn't talk in a way that's very convincing. Like, this is what I said about, I don't think Witch actually intends to prioritize her own life. I think she very much is going to put everyone first like she did before. I mean, she does see herself as Shiki's mother, after all. I can't see her actually putting herself first. She's going to put the crew first, and that makes me worried that in this world things might repeat again. Different, but the same. That seems to be the motto of Universe Zero. Rebecca then offers to give Witch a massage this time around, and Witch is like, I don't need that, I'm an android. And Rebecca's like, well, even android muscles need to be repaired at some point. And Witch is like, yeah, but I have my machinery to do that for me. I don't need a massage. And Rebecca's like, okay, but I want to do something for you. And then Witch suggests again, well, I guess it's the first time technically, her torture and relaxing massage. As you can imagine, Rebecca's like, hell no. So they're on planet Norma, and yep, they're 50 years in the past, so the chronophage did eat this planet, so that didn't change. And so they decide to go directly to Weiss's house, because they actually know where it is now. So they go directly to his home. He pulls a gun on them again, and basically threatens to kill them if they don't tell him who the hell they are again. But this time, a woman comes out from atop and asks if they have guests, and if she could get them something to drink. Yeah, so Weiss, even though he has his mother in this world, apparently he's still a criminal. A petty criminal at that, because he still has the Pina case. So after he calls his mother an old hag, which is an amazing thing to say to your own mother, she's like, you know what? I'm done with this conversation. He just uses gravity to rip the case out of out of Weiss's hands, opens it up, and pops out Pina. Both Pina and Weiss are now completely confused on what's going on. That is until Shiki says, "We are your friends," and that's when all of the memories of them being with each other start flooding back. Pina and Weiss remember a lot of the stuff that they did together, and how Weiss basically used Pina as a toy constantly to basically get his way. So yeah, they start to realize they know each other. They know Shiki and Rebecca. They know Happy. They know everyone now. But then something else clicks into Weiss's head. The fact that his mother died in the other world. He then runs to his mother and just basically hugs her and starts to basically cry at the fact that she's alive, that he didn't lose her this time. Like I said last chapter, I'm really glad that we're not just doing a montage of collecting everyone. We're actually seeing how things are different one at a time and seeing how they actually have better lives at this point. Well, for the most part. Once again, I'm not entirely sure if things are going to work out the way they're supposed to, but so far everyone's lives have been better. Like, Happy's not an android. Shiki didn't have to go through a traumatic event where he thought everyone he loved was evil now and instead just died. And of course, Weiss's mother is alive. And she declares the next people they will go after will be Hermit and Homura. And there's a high possibility that Valkyrie will still be alive. If things are going the way that they are, where this is supposed to be a happy world, then the happiest thing for Homura would be to have her mother, for Valkyrie to be alive. I guess Hermit's happy world would be, not being betrayed by humanity, but would that have happened? I'm not sure. I mean, that doctor, he seemed like a twisted fuck, so the only way that Hermit wouldn't be betrayed is if she figured it out before it ever happened, before she ever trusted the bastard. And if not, Weiss can always kill the bastard again for her. I mean, he did it once, he can always do it again. But yeah, see how things have changed. I'm really enjoying this so far. This final arc is, it's gonna be fun. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Einzir and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.